Hi, I'm glad that you're interested in this important topic. Negotiators interact with each other online through a range of channels in different ways. In this video, I examine pros and cons of different media aiming for better performance. Negotiating using technology. Have you ever wondered how do in-person encounters differ from those held through technology channels? And then what are the differences between interactional modes? Join me in this video and let's find that out. When we negotiate using different media channels, we need to evaluate media richness and interactivity. Media richness refers to the degree to which a communication medium conveys contextual cues, for example, body language, tone, facial expressions, pace of speech, and so on. In this type of distinction, face-to-face communication is considered the gold standard rich medium. On the other hand, we have interactivity. Interactivity refers to the capacity of any medium to convey a seamless flow of information between interlocutors. And here we pay attention to dimension. We have two types of dimensions: synchronicity with no time lag, or asynchronous with time lag. We also pay attention to what is called parallel processing. It refers to the capacity of channel to transmit simultaneously. One way to communicate and negotiate is using emails. Emails lean medium centrality on text. We can get this richer by adding images and videos. Emails allows unwitting parallel processing, meaning crossing messages. Emails are asynchronous media. They accentuate analytical, rational expression of information as opposed to an intuitive experiential mode. Through email, we can favor negotiators who tend to rely on logic and deduction, logical reasoning, and persuasion via fact presentation. On the other hand, negotiators who tend toward emotional appeals and personal story sharing will find themselves out of their element through these media. Negotiation using emails also has some drawbacks. For example, with email, people tend to act more aggressively or interpret others as being more aggressive, using threats, ultimatums, lies, or misleading, as well as flaming. Using email, negotiators get less process cooperation. They don't receive that much help while negotiating. There are also fewer interactive outcomes and lower rates of agreement. With email, we can get diminished trust and diminished privacy. Also, increased attribution errors, perception errors, because people do not necessarily understand what is happening. There might be diminished party commitment and diminished focus. Here I present to you best practices in negotiating via email. Remember to build rapport. If you need cooperation, talk the talk. Interact using a good choice of words. Respond promptly. And above all, ensure clarity. Now let's review how to negotiate using via video conferencing. Video conferencing is the rich medium. It's similar to face-to-face, but still it has some challenges. Keep in mind that it has a higher demands for hardware and bandwidth, so make sure your internet is working. Synchronicity does happen with video conferencing, but there are still some limitations, especially regarding privacy. Best practices include to be mindful of grace and keep eye contact with your counterpart. Remember to be mindful of positioning and presenting yourself in the correct way. It means verbal and non-verbally. Text messaging in negotiation includes the use of applications like WhatsApp, WeChat, Face Messenger, Twitter, or Instagram. Among the main characteristics, we can find the use of capital letters for emphasis or emoticons and stickers. Remember that texting is an informal style of negotiation. It's good for short interactions. It can be used synchronically or not. Just keep in mind that when texting, people have an expectation of a quick response. Best practices while negotiating by texting includes rapport building in a synchronic way. Also, always be aware of spell checkers and keep in mind the anger effect. Don't overthink too much things said on text.